15th. Hey, I'm up here at the barn. I rented me a little tiny trackhoe, little mini excavator, and I'm up here trying to dig this ditch, but this clay is hard. I've been working on this spot for like about 15-20 minutes. I got a long ways to go. I gotta go all the way to the house over there. So, we'll see what happens. I only got 8 hours of driving time. So, we'll see how it goes. Hey everybody, it's Sunday. I've been digging with that little mini trackhoe. Now this to the telephone pole down to here. I'm gonna run a wire to the back of the chicken coop. But then from here on up to the barn, I'm trying to get an electrical wire. I started up there, came down, and I started this way. And then I'm going up that way to that little metal shed. But as you can see, still got a long ways to go from there. And I still haven't really got nothing there. And I only got about an hour and a half left on the machine because I only ran it for a day. I got it for the weekend, but they charge about an hour. So you only get 8 hours of use on it. They have an hour meter on there. And so I only got about an hour left. And this ground is so dry. We're in like a drought. And it's so dry that this clay is turned into like brick. Plus, you know, it's like mega rocks everywhere. You know, so you're hitting those. And then I got the smallest one they had. That was kind of stupid because just ain't got enough power. Then they gave me a bucket with rounded teeth and little side blades all bent up. So that's not even, you know, it's supposed to keep it where it opens the ditch so it don't drag on the ditch, so it don't get, you know, bound up. But that's bent in. That's not really working. So the bucket's messed up. That didn't help at all. But the rest of it, I mean, I still got to there. And there ain't no way I'm gonna make it in no hour to there. Well, I mean, it's only, you're really trying to chisel it up. It's so hard. So what I'm gonna do is wait till the monsoons come through. Hopefully we get one of these hurricanes that, you know, the relevance of that, and we get like a 2 or 3 day rain that'll soak the ground. And I think that I can get my regular tractor and just scoop and get a little triangle down there deep enough, and now I get the rest as long as I'm away from these buildings. And then this part is more caved in from these chickens. But might have to get that boy to come back out here and clean up and dig up underneath the barn. I want to put the one in the barn inside the pipe. So we got about an hour and a half left. I'm going to go down here and pull around the pond because it's kind of worthless to do any more on this ditch. So, well, I'm trying not to get the waste out of it all the way. I videotaped, but I need 2 hands for this thing. I probably should bring that little tripod I just bought. I bought a tripod, but I haven't took it out of the box yet. Yeah, just clean the bank off down here, getting all these nasty sticks and weeds and stuff. Maybe when we fish, it won't get a fishing rod stuck as much. Wish I could go around to that backside. Something bigger. Probably could get around with one of these little machines so it came that way. But yeah, I got about an hour left and that's it. So let me get busy. Alright, got the animals all fed. They're Big Billy down there. That Big Billy and Little Billy. Get them all watered up over there. Got my ditch somewhat dug. I think once it gets wet and stuff, I might be able to get the bucket and make it like a V with it and make a trench all the way down the rest of the way. Yeah, I was kind of really disappointed in that. That was a waste of money. I mean, as far as I could get it to go down, I wouldn't go down no more. The teeth were so blunt. See, you can see where the teeth are. It almost compacted it and smoothed it out. And then the bucket started getting so tight in the hole with this clay. I don't know. I think the machine wasn't big enough for one. The ground was definitely too hard. But even when I got down to the wet stuff, it was still acting crazy. So, yeah, I got the garden all watered yesterday. Watered it real good, so I'll skip a day or so. So, lessons for next year's garden and fruit stand. One, I did get the fence around this year, but it's not tall enough to deers jump right. This side I think I might be all right, but the wooden side for sure. They just leap right over it. Don't even jump, they just leap over it. So I need to get a new or raise the fence up on that side to keep the deer out. And then the store, the chickens, all these chickens. One of my turkeys died, the one with the messed up feet. I don't know. I think maybe he had a stroke or something, it looked like maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened to their feet. Anyway, the garden's kind of hanging in there. That's about it. And still getting some watermelons and cantaloupes and zucchinis. Trying to come back with a cucumber. Some of the plants are, I replanted and some plants are coming back. Might be alright. And yeah, it's hanging in there. Got my sunflowers. I seen a place down here. It's got a whole field of sunflower seeds, of sunflowers, and they rent it out. You can pay like, I don't know, a certain amount to go in the field and take pictures or whatever. But maybe I'll do something like that next year. But here's the store. Now, what I think I'm gonna have to do is on top of this shelf, build like cabinets all the way across. I got the wire, I just need to build the cabinets. And then that'll give me another shelf on top of that. But I need like a wired, so you can see in there, so wired cabinet doors, so you can see in there and put all the vegetables in those cabinets. Because it's not even at night, the chickens are coming up here and plucking everything. So that's no good. Didn't have any customers at all this weekend. I had 2 people drive by first thing in the morning, and I'm a late getter upper, so I didn't have nothing set up. And they just slowed down and turned around and driveway in, and then just drove on back out. It's all my mess. My wife's mad. It looks like she says World War III's been out here or something. I still need to get the ditch up to here, and then I want to try and get up front maybe even too. And I wanted to try and take it over to the garden, other side of the garden. So I got this whole side of the pond scraped up as far as that little thing would reach out there. Didn't do too bad a job on some muck. That all was good for. Yeah, the lilies are starting to come back. Probably next year I'm gonna have to spray again. I have a spray that don't mess with the fish, but it'll kill the lilies back. When we first moved here, this whole thing was covered. It looked like algae, but it's actually lilies in there. We had to spray them, get them back. I had them all the way back to just a couple little spots, but they take over fast. There was a lot more on this side, but I pulled them out with the hoe. Let me show you what I did down the other end. Yeah, this is my road up to this, alongside the fence that goes back to the back. I have to get some more gates. I want to put a gate up here and then continue to fence around that way. But this is, I cleaned this little hole out. It was just where a creek runs over the road, but I made it a little deeper down in there. Made a hole a little more water. I got this tractor here. I pulled the edges back a little bit, so see what happens when it fills up with water. Well, got all that out of there.